Eczema is a chronic, debilitating skin condition that affects many different people across the UK of all age groups. Eczema can be categorised into two different types. Number one, it can be triggered by environmental agents such as washing powders or even the weather, creams and lotions that you put on your skin, dust. The other type are those that are affected by the things that we eat and drink or even certain medications that we take. It's very important if you think that you've got eczema to make sure you get a firm diagnosis by your doctor, as it can be very, very individual and lots of things can be triggering the symptoms, but they're all rooted in inflammation. And inflammation is something that we want to reduce where possible by supporting that with your diet and things that you eat and drink to manage the symptoms of eczema. So what sort of things can you do? Well, here's my top tips. Number one, make sure that you stay hydrated. Lots of times as a dietitian, I see patients who are chronically dehydrated all the time, consuming things like water throughout the day, at least 2 litres of fluids coming from teas or even a little bit of a smoothie or milk. If you stay hydrated, your skin stays hydrated. That helps to reduce inflammation status in the skin and manage the symptoms of eczema. Number two, don't be afraid of fat. It's a real fallacy that we have to be reducing fat and be afraid of it, but actually fat and also the fat-soluble vitamins that come along with it, such as vitamin E and vitamin A, are crucial to maintaining the integrity of the skin. Your skin is composed of different cells, and those cells are all surrounded by a layer of fat. So choose healthy, essential fats, such as those from avocados, cold-pressed seed oils, such as extra virgin olive oil or flaxseed oil. Make sure you choose things like oily fish, which contain omega-3 fatty acids, and even things like nuts and seeds. Why should you pick these things? Well, these fats are also crucial in, again, you guessed it, reducing inflammation. And that can again help to manage those symptoms. Number three is to choose a low glycemic load diet. What do I mean by that? Well, fluctuating blood glucose levels can actually increase inflammation status in the body, and that can then worsen the symptoms of eczema. So therefore what you want to pick is whole grain sources of carbohydrates, such as things like whole grain bread, legumes such as chickpeas, peas, lentils, and even sticking to things like the skins on potatoes can all help to reduce the glycemic load and the blood sugar balance that you get from eating these foods, and that can help to manage the symptoms. Number four is to consider taking a high quality probiotic supplement. Why should you do this? There's a very strong relationship between the health of our gut and the bacteria that are living in there and the bacteria that are living on our skin. And the two tend to communicate with each other. Healthy gut, healthy skin. And last but not least, number five, check your vitamin D levels. Have you ever wondered when you go on holiday why your skin gets a beautiful glow, and for some people that actually reduces the symptoms of eczema? Well, ultraviolet light that comes from the sun can actually help to manage the inflammation that's in the skin. And in fact, UV light therapy or ultraviolet light therapy is sometimes used for certain types of eczema to reduce the symptoms. Vitamin D helps to reduce the inflammation that's in the skin. So it's worth checking with your doctor to see if your vitamin D levels are optimal. And if they're not, you can take a supplement to top those up. Speak to your doctor though to make sure that your levels are in the right range.